Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Allen. Rolling right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Third and 9. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the left side where he's got Kincaid. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. That is fielded at the 20. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. First play, and May goes to the air. Over the middle, he's got Harris. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back when they hold him to motion.
And 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and He's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Araiza to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. He was back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range, but for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
56, 56. Monday.
From the gun, here is Allen. Going to air this one out. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. Down the sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. It's a gain of 43 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Round 80. What is that?
Here's Cook. Down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. James Cook, touchdown Bills. That is 16th touchdown of the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Stevenson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
1st and 10. Throwing is May. He'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. He's into space past the 25. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, the Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. May now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He'll get this out wide. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And so gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw again is May. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. He's beyond midfield to the 45. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
$3.19. What's that?
First down. Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly.
And that ball intercepted. It's Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to get the football at their own 23. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw now, May. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. What a big play there for New England. An even 40 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here goes that. Nene, what's up? Here.
Williams in motion. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
May to throw on 2nd down. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Not just the first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal.
Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's that?
And they'll run it here with Stevenson. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Stevenson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped him for no gain at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. Now, May. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. On fourth down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal.
A 21-yard
This
attempt.
about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Pats will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and yeah. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never cheat.
To throw on first and 10, Allen. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Bills first down.
Here's Allen now on first and 10. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Half 10. Take it. Hey, tight. Look out.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Allen on first down. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. An even 40 yards.
That's another Bills.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout.
First and goal.
They'll be
at the
disappointed
4-yard
there
line.
after giving up the first down. Hook. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
Right at the line of
Second and goal.
gain on the play. Leads to second.
One more time with Clark. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line. third and goal.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Alert!
It's now third and goal.
56, 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard. New England going to take their second timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll keep it on the ground here again. Oh, a loose football. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On 1st down, it's Allen. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score! Touchdown, Bills. His 4th TD grab of the season. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, and I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. This one complete right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. The Pats can stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
because we got it on lock.
Here's May to throw it on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Patriots first down.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll go play action with May. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Williams in motion. On second down, it's May. He's got his man, Max Neighbors. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Williams in motion. On 1st and 10, here's May. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball is put right on the money for a big play.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, New England.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Crazy. 5.
May to the air once more. He'll get this off to Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Come on. Hey, crack on, lady. Check up.
Now this looks like a design run, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Williams in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. May. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. We'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, it's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry here. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
56, 56. Half, 180. Off 52. Alert. Good job.
Throwing now, Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Hey, tight. Good.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal.
180! Alert! 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 Where's that?
From the gun, throw here for Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Godwin, touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. To throw on first down is May. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds at the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Tight end on the move left. Throwing on third down is May. That's going to be intercepted. Into space. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it. Feast on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on. Here's a designed run. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to be close to a first down, up to the 34.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest game.
and a yard.
Trying
to pick this one up on the ground.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Let's go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to have the Pats first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Here goes throw.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
May now on 1st and 10. They look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here goes throw.
Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Williams in motion. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. There's that man again. Another catch.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield taken, if not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Williams in motion. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Here goes throw. Hey, what's that? 5.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Out of the gun, here's May. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is hot. What a throw. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Patriots.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Borregales now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Pats are able to cut into the deficit.
Patriots 20. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, it's Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and 10.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight. Look out.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Quickly to the outside and complete. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Allen gonna throw for it. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 27-yard line.
Crazy.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nick Bosa. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
Crazy. What's that? 5.
Here's May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll go. Here's May. That's taken in. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
What's that? Crazy.
To throw now. May. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
Here we go. One final play. He'll air it out down the middle. Oh, trying to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. It's the former Cal Bear, Noel Williams. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Now a chance to go for the season sweep on the road.